Today I'm going to bring you 5 mistakes that every beginner archer ends up making. So without further ado, let's go to the first one. Crouch before shooting. You may have seen that this can help load the shot more quickly. But I bet you haven't tested it to see if it really helps, right? So, crouching before firing increases the time to charge the heavy shot. Let's see the test. Okay, too fast. In slow motion now. Crouching once increases the time to get the shot ready by approximately 20% and twice by 30%. This means that while I fire 5 shots, my crouching enemies will fire 3 or 4, which makes a big difference. The second mistake is not releasing your aim when using dodge. When you use a dodge normally, your character moves approximately 6 meters. When you don't release the aim button, this distance is reduced by half. You can use this mechanic to your advantage to stop before a skill and be unpredictable, but when you are repositioning yourself or opening distance, never keep the aim button pressed. The third mistake is copying a build without trying to understand the build. Just because you saw someone playing with an incredible build doesn't mean that build is the best in the entire scenario. Try to assess whether it fits into your gameplay, current situation, etc. For example, the build with pen shot, evade and explosive is incredible for 1v1 situations where you will act like an assassin, but it is horrible for expeditions. Adapt the build to your game. The fourth mistake is jumping for no reason. The jump is used to make a sudden change of direction, get out of certain types of slows like Ice Storm or get out of some post animation. In some cases against bad players you can dodge by jumping, but against good players you will become easy prey. When you jump your stamina stops recovering. If you keep jumping without stopping it won't come back and this can be dangerous. When you're against a good player, don't keep jumping without stopping. If your enemy keeps jumping it's very easy to hit. Here in this example you can see that the ideal is to follow the enemy's movement and release the arrow where it will land. By refining this technique, it becomes easier to hit a bunny. And lastly, stay still while shooting. It is very important that you move while shooting, use some dodges to activate evasive tactics and to avoid becoming an extremely easy target. When you stand still, your damage potential decreases, you are at risk of receiving a combo from enemies, and the worst of all is that if you are too far away from your team cannot count on you. Remember, the bow is a mid-range weapon that has secondary weapons with high potential for damage or utility. Play with your team or hunt enemies, just don't freeze like a statue. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content, give me a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. This helps me a lot and also motivates me to continue.